Hi everyone, my name is Mohit, and this is a small introduction of myself. So let's start the video with a beautiful quote from Mr. Warren Buffett, and the quote is: "Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful." We all know that whenever market goes down, we should buy, and whenever market goes up, we shall book our profit. But we becomes greedy when others are greedy, and we become more fearful when others are fearful. That's why markets goes down, and retail investor like me and you do not take advantage of the opportunities a falling market provides. Analysis of Castrol India Limited. So let's go to the screener directly, and we will do the fundamental analysis there itself based on our 10 points checklist. So let's check our first point, that is ROCE. So ROCE for this stock is 67.5%. Let's see the trend of ROCE. So ROCE in 2010 was 142%, and it went down to 68%, but it's a very good ROCE, and it has improved from 2020 to 2021. So the trend is positive for ROCE. So this is a positive point for our checklist. Let's move to the next point, that is net profit margin in the latest quarter. It was 18.5%, and we consider 15%, above 15% is a positive point. I consider you can choose according to your risk profile. So for me, this is a positive point, 18.5%. Third point I check is average dividend payout in last 3 years. So this company has paid 77% dividend payout in last 3 years. So this is a positive point for me. 3 points are positive till now. Next point is debt to equity. So this company has zero debt. So this is also a positive point for me. Let's go to the fifth point, that is sales growth in last 5 years. This is a negative point for my checklist because the sales growth in last 5 years is less than 10%, and it is 4.46%. Profit growth in last 5 years. So profit growth is also negative point. Profit growth was only 2.69%, and I want a company to grow its profit by 15%. So this is really negative. Let's move to the next point, that is cash flow from operations in last 5 years. So they have quite a good cash flow. Let's see the trend. Cash flow from operating activity, it's a positive in every year, and in 2021 it has decreased a bit, but we can check the details how why it is decreasing. So profit is increasing from 2020 to 2021. So receivables 151. So these are the negative receivables and inventory. So overall, this point is a positive for my checklist. Let's move to the next point, that is working working capital. Work in how many days the working capital is converting into sales. So this is the ratio, days working capital days. This has decreased. Negative just means that the current assets are less than the current liability. It doesn't mean anything else. So this is a positive point for me. Some companies run like this, they run in negative working capital days. Let's move to the next point, that is PEG ratio. This is for negative for me because it is 5.39. And last point is the business understanding. Do I have the understanding of business? Actually, I do not have the proper understanding. I just know the main products of the company. So let's read something about the company. Principally engaged in the business of manufacturing and marketing of automotive and industrial lubricants and related. So we all know the Castrol is we know the Castrol mobile is very famous. We have all have seen the advertisement of Castrol mobile. Product portfolio company manufactures and sells various kind of oil lubricant and other fluids of cars, motorcycle, commercial vehicles. So its main business is in oil lubrication. Guys, I will show you how I rate the annual report of a company. So we will move to the main page. This is their main page. So this is the motto of FY21 annual report, making tomorrow bigger. This tells more about the company, what they are thinking, in which direction they are going. Okay, this is their tagline. It's more than just oil, it's liquid engineering. Tagline is good. Corporate information. They have office in Mumbai. Auditor Deloitte. Deloitte auditor. Auditor is very good. What Mr. Managing Director is saying. So he is telling the financial year 2021 was affected because of the rise in input cost and supply chain bottlenecks. We all know the supply chain problems in the auto industry and overall because of the Russia Ukraine conflict and COVID and China. So all the factor has contributed in the supply chain issues. Okay, so they have shown a good growth as compared to the financial year 20, that is 40% sales growth they have shown. So this is a good sign. Okay, so what they did in the financial year 2021 to improve their sales growth. So they had expanded their independent workshops. They have launched some premium branded products, and they have launched Castrol Auto Service Centers and Castrol Express Oil Change outlets in throughout the country. Okay, so they are claiming that they are industry leader in lubricant space, and this is, I think, true also. Okay, so to be future ready with electric vehicle, so the company is exploring the opportunity for developing electric vehicle fluids also. OEMs, let me tell you guys, OEM is original equipment manufacturers. So they are supplying EV floats to two leading passenger car OEMs in India. The Paharpur plant of the company has got the National Occupational Health and Safety Award for 2021 by Indian Chamber of Commerce. So this is the profile of chairman Uday Khanna, independent director. This is the profile of Uday Khanna, sir. Board of Directors Sangeeta Talwar, independent director. They have clearly shown given the profile of all the independent directors. So it means they are following a good corporate structure and they are very transparent about their independent directors and board of directors. Okay, so they are using Fastlane app to deliver the product directly to the consumer. So they are digitalizing their business by using DigiClaim portal. Okay, so Tiger Shroff is brand ambassador of this company. So these are the products of Castrol Magnetic, Super Mechanical Test, Cargo brand, Cargo Performance. So there are some contests also for mechanics. They are changing the life of many mechanics in the country. So their marketing is quite good. As we all know, we have all seen the ad of Castrol. Management discussion and analysis report. This we can read. So this is the data. India is amongst the top three lubricant markets of the world and accounts for 6 to 7% of global lubricant demand. India is seen as a market with immense potential for lubricant growth in an otherwise flat polymetric global lubricant industry. India's automotive industry is world's fourth largest vehicle market, and growing demand for vehicles is driving demand for automotive lubricants. Along with increased uses of vehicle lubricants are manufactured by blending base oils with additives. Okay, so the company is highly affected by the foreign exchange, crude oil prices, and raw material prices because it is highly dependent on the base oils. Base oils are imported, and imports are dependent on foreign exchange rates. Change, more fluctuations in foreign exchange rate can have an adverse effect on the profits of company and cost of the company. Okay, so during Corona, their sales has dipped very much. Because of that, the growth was not so good in the sales and so the profit. So now we have got some idea about the company. Also, we can mark our positive point. So this was our 10th point. So out of 10 points, 3 were negative and 7 are positive. So this can be a good buy according to our 10-point parameters. And let's see some other parameters also before deciding anything. And guys, this is my warning to all of you. This is not a buying or selling recommendation. This is just a video for educational purpose. I am taking example to explain the 10 points and how to analyze the stocks fundamentals. You do your own analysis and consultation with your experts, and then only decide whether you should invest or not in this company or any other company. One more factor I am checking nowadays, that is G factor. This factor tells about the growth of a company, but and it is calculated out of 10. So out of 10 its score is 4. So this is not a good score. If a company is giving G factor more than 8, then that company is can be considered a growth company. So this is not a growth company, as we can see from the sales also. But this is not a growth company which will give you high returns. So they are not growing as a company. So this is a negative point for my checklist. Is below the 200 DMA line, and it is decreasing from last 1 year. The high was 147. Now it is trading at 109. So I think this is all about the fundamental analysis of this company. Guys, do like and share the video and subscribe to my channel, and do comment the name of a stock you want me to do fundamental analysis in my next video. Thank you very much for watching the video. Leave your suggestions in the comment box to improve the quality of video or any other suggestion that I should include.